Hi, it's Karen Damshen with Damshen Financial Planning. And this week we're going to do a combined Medicare and health insurance update. And we're going to talk a little bit about HSAs or health savings accounts. We're hearing a lot about these in the news, and I just want to clarify a couple of points. So if you are still working and your employer offers an HSA option, you can continue to contribute to that HSA as long as you're enrolled in that employer eligible plan. But you must be enrolled in a qualified HSA plan to be contributing through an employer. Now, one of the big changes that I've talked about before with the One Big Beautiful Bill Act is if you are not enrolled in health insurance through an employer, but instead you have individual coverage through the marketplace, you must be enrolled through a qualified exchange. You can now contribute to a health savings account if you are enrolled in any bronze level plan. So any bronze level plan does not have to be specifically HSA qualified. This is a new change for 2026. It does not apply to 2025. For the 2025 tax year, to be eligible to contribute to an HSA plan, regardless of whether you were on an employer coverage or through the marketplace, you had to be enrolled through an HSA qualified plan. Now, if you're still working or if you work for yourself and you're currently enrolled in a lovely HSA plan, and maybe Medicare is right around the corner for you this year, listen up, because enrolling in Medicare changes the rules for qualified HSA contributions or those health savings account contributions. Once you enroll in Medicare, once you are eligible to enroll in Medicare, you can no longer contribute to your health savings account. And when you go to enroll in Medicare, depending on how your enrollment goes, that's a whole different conversation. They can retro part of your Medicare back up to 6 months. So if they backdate your Medicare Part A and you continue to contribute to your health savings account, that can trigger some tax penalties for you. So as we're approaching tax season, we want to pay attention to that. Now, once you're enrolled in Medicare, you can no longer contribute to a health savings account. Okay, so once you're enrolled in Medicare, you can no longer contribute to an HSA account, but you don't lose the money. So you can still use the funds that are in your health savings account for those always qualified medical and dental expenses. Lots of different expenses fall under that. And if you have questions, feel free to reach out and let me know. So if Medicare enrollment is right around the corner, make sure you really understand what that's going to do to your taxes. If you have an HSA and you're contributing, make sure you understand when you should stop contributing, what the tax implications are if you end up being subject to penalties for improper HSA contributions. And of course, this all plays directly into your financial planning. So you want to make sure you're very clear on all those implications. That's it for this week. I'll be back in your inbox again next week with another Medicare or health insurance update.